CMC?
Sure. So my name is Matilda Rodkiewicz, and I've been with the CMC for 5.5 years at this point, and I teach the piano. I'm a classically trained pianist, so I teach classical music here at the being trained in Poland and France and being exposed to two different kinds of trainings, actually the Russian school and the French school, I think I learned a wider range of repertoire than I can actually show it to my students. And I can also teach my students in multiple languages. We have students, French students, Polish students, and of course I teach in English.
Right. And what about the CMC is unique, and how is it different from some of your previous occupations and some of your previous teaching experiences?
Oh yes, so this is a very unique place because it's actually, it provides music education to children and adults regardless of age, race, background, and financial status. And this is a big difference. I lived on the East Coast for several years, and I used to teach in a school in Brooklyn, which is a very affluent neighborhood, and here I can see that this is a totally different crowd that we're teaching. We actually the CMC provides financial aid to probably something about 70% of students, and what I see that people who come here and take lessons are actually fascinated by music. They're passionate, and to many of these kids we provide music education, and this is their only chance to be exposed to music.
In a homeless shelter and surrounded by 12 peaceful animals, Mary gave birth to their son. She wrapped him in swaddling clothes, then led him in nature.
At midnight, los ángeles y los angelitos celebran el nacimiento del niño Dios a la medianoche.
Most teachers actually love teaching at the CMC because we know there's a mission behind this. We don't only teach the piano, but we actually inspire people, motivate them, kids, and we also, I really like to collaborate with other musicians and to work with some other staff members when we organize music events. The CMC is probably the only organization that provides financial aid and provides music lessons to anyone, regardless of age and background and financial status. And I think that about 70% of students receive some sort of financial aid from the CMC. A few of my students are financial aid, and we also provide scholarships for students who demonstrate some extraordinary abilities and they're scheduled to play in the juries and compete for this scholarship. We see here in CMC, that was actually very new to me, that we see very often adults who retire few years ago and they played an instrument, probably when they were young, and they come back and they become a part of the community. They take lessons, they're passionate about what they do.